Hey friends, this is Way, and it's kind of dark. I guess I'm walking my talk with number two, our tip on number two, but a little bit too much. So, hey everyone, this is a new YouTube channel we're building. We had a huge one with Elephant Journal, but we weren't able to monetize it. No thank you to Google, which owns YouTube. So we're creating a new channel here that hopefully can be sustainable. And every time you like it, watch it, share it, subscribe. You're used to that stuff on YouTube. You're helping us continue to do this. So the three things I wanted to go over today, fittingly for election week, are democracy, with a little Ukraine winning and losing, climate action being bipartisan, and vegan. Hopefully I can make these interesting and fun and quick. It's 3 mindful tips every Friday. Let's go. So we just had a huge election here in the US. Whether we won or lost, we win, because democracy isn't fundamentally about winning or losing. Democracy fundamentally is about giving everyone equal protection under the law, which includes the right and access to vote. And that is super inspiring. And that, to me, is worth protecting for all of us, Republican, Democrat, Independent, Libertarian, whatever we are. We should want everyone to have the freedom to vote safely and have equal rights under the law, particularly vulnerable populations, but all of us. And that, to me, is the main reason why we should support the Ukraine, why we should support Taiwan, why any free people should support the people of any other country, support Russians who want freedom, support Chinese who want freedom, support one another, Republicans and Democrats who want the freedom to vote and equal rights under the law. We want everyone to have the 4 freedoms that FDR espoused, including being able to tuck their family in and feel safe at night. So it's pretty simple, but democracy demands that we participate. It can't be a spectator sport. We've heard all of this stuff, but it actually matters. Nihilism, cynicism are good and understandable, but they have to translate into things like climate action, or we're just sitting on our hands and kind of sitting on our privilege and not actually being a benefit. Privilege is not just some woke word. We all have privilege in different forms to different extents in different ways. Privilege is not even a bad thing, as I write about in my book. It's only a bad thing when we sit on it selfishly, when we want to share it and give it away and use our privilege to be a benefit, not only to others, but to ourselves, to everybody. Then it becomes kind of an enjoyable thing. No one wants to sit on something and be super selfish. We may think we want that, like if we want all the goodies for ourselves, but ultimately it won't be fun unless there's some sense of joy around it. And joy is connected with empathy, which is connected with caring, which is something that everyone from Jesus to the Buddha, all great human beings, have taught. So all that seems super obvious, but in America, a lot of us seem more interested in winning than in democracy. We need to be okay with losing. A concession speech is important, and we need to be okay with winning. The main thing is to vote, advocate, participate, and join community, and not be super hateful. The whole hate thing on Twitter and Facebook, etc., the whole lying to get ahead thing, we're all losing when we have people invest in that. So climate action, right now there's the COP conference. All the countries are coming together around the world to explore climate action. A lot of countries sort of sit on their hands. A lot of countries want to do something about it. A lot of countries are getting hit harder and harder by climate crisis. I know we are in the US with the hurricanes in the Caribbean, in Florida, even going all the way up to Halifax in Canada now. We have flooding all over Pakistan with glaciers melting. We're losing our glaciers here. Glaciers matter. If you care about having water to drink, we need glaciers. We're having drought here in Colorado, in cowboy land. We lost 1,000 homes to fire in the middle of winter last year, December 31st. So we really have to all remember that climate action is the definition of bipartisan. It's not some environmental hippie Birkenstock wearing thing. It can be that, but it's really for all of us. I know Republicans love nature just as much as anyone. Richard Nixon, as we often say, and remind people, pass the Clean Air Act and other environmental standards. Traditionally, nature has been something bipartisan. I always point out when I go to conservative areas of Colorado, there's huge posters of nature on the walls, and deer and mountains and streams. Everyone loves nature. We don't love this sort of soulless concrete crap. Density cities can be wonderful, but we also want our parks. We want our open spaces. We want clean air. We want clean water. This is just part of being human. Finally, the vegan thing. So I'm vegan. Most people aren't. A lot of people think, vegan isn't healthy or whatever. Fundamentally, our diets are affecting not only animals suffering, torturing, murdering. It's very sad if you look at it, but it's heating up our planet. We are going to break our planet at a degree and a half or two warming, and we're already there at a degree and a half. We're heading fast toward 2. We're going to break a livable planet. We have such a beautiful planet that we have evolved along with, that is just set up for our needs, and vice versa. So let's try to live in some harmony, bike a little more, walk a little more, drive a little less, maybe eat animals a little less, eat dairy a little less, and look into it. Look into your diet, whether it's vegan or not. Vegans are far from perfect. Lots of plastic, lots of transportation is involved, big carbon footprint sometimes. But even, a lot of meat eaters, the arguments are lazy, honestly. Look into your diet. Like a lot of people say, well, you're killing plants, 85% of monoculture crops are grown to feed animals that we're then paying with our taxes to subsidize the, torture and murder of them, separation of them from their babies. It's not nice stuff. So just an invitation to look at it. And yeah, we want to have respectful conversations about it, but we also need to take it really seriously, along with like slavery or sexism, racism, climate change. Our diet is a serious thing, ethically, morally, and the effect it has. So we need to actually look at it. It's not serious in that we can't have fun, we can't enjoy our tacos and our food and our celebrations, but it is serious in that we need to stop BSing around it and really look into it. So those are the 3 mindful tips this week. Hope you enjoyed it. Please do the like, subscribe, help build this channel up. Like our other one was huge 5 years ago. We had videos over 500,000, 300,000, yada, yada, 35,000 subscribers. We pulled the plug on that about 5 years ago. We still uploaded some videos, but we never promoted them because we need to be able to monetize it. So that's the point here, to have a sustainable channel for all of you guys for years to come. Help us to build up this channel, and we will share lots of good interviews, conversations with really amazing people Elephant can connect with and has for now 20 years, and mindful tips galore. Mwah! Have a wonderful weekend. I'll end with a bow of respect and appreciation.